I recently had a young girl coming to me in the clinic with complaints of darkening of the skin for the last couple of months. She also noticed that when she washed her hands in the evening or when she was washing her face before going to bed or when she washed some utensils, she noticed that the tips of her fingers, she used to feel some tingling and kind of pain. And she also noticed there was a color change. It became white and purplish when she worked in water. And slowly over the last 1 month or so, she also found that she's finding it increasingly difficult to make a fist, and she feels that there is something holding her hand back from making a fist. So this complex of symptoms that this girl is having could be a part of a disease we call as systemic sclerosis or scleroderma. So this is an autoimmune disease that presents with skin thickening. So there can be a limited variant of systemic sclerosis, or there can be a diffuse variant of systemic sclerosis. So it starts off with what we call as a Raynaud phenomena. That is where the colors at the tips of your fingers and toes, they change in exposure to cold, because there's a lot of vasoconstriction happening at your extremities, meaning your periphery of your body. These patients also get something we call as gastroesophageal reflux disease, that when you eat, when you lie down in the morning, lie down in the evening, the food that you eat often comes back to your mouth. That's what we often call a reflux esophagitis. They can also have something called an interstitial lung disease, that the lungs get involved. They can also have some increased pressures in the heart. Suppose you start walking for a long time, or need not be long, you climb a flight of stairs, you get breathless, you get chest pain. Often some patients can have altered bowel movements, and sometimes when you ask them, they also tend to have some incontinence while passing stools. And they can also present with arthritis meaning they can have swelling of multiple joints. So it's very important to recognize this symptom complex and this disease. It's often called an orphan disease because it's not very common. And unless the patient meets a rheumatologist, there is often a diagnostic delay that happens. So the problem with the diagnostic delay is that the longer you take to initiate treatment, this disease can have some major organ involvements, like your lung can get involved, like often your kidneys can get involved, your blood pressure can go up. Once your lungs are involved, that can also involve your heart. So it is very important that you see your rheumatologist and get this disease treated to keep the symptoms under check. Also, going ahead, as if you're diagnosed with systemic sclerosis or scleroderma, what do you do as a patient? What are some of the precautions that you can take? Important things that you can do yourself, especially since we're approaching the winter months, would be to wear gloves. Basically, you have to keep your hands and your feet warm. You have to prevent that phenomena of Raynaud, that is the color change that happens on exposure to cold. Avoid working in very cold water. Avoid whatever work like washing utensils or clothes in cold water, especially in the winter months, because every time you have a color change, when it's quite severe, you can get some ulcers at the tip of your fingers. So as a patient, it's very important that you wear gloves and socks at all times going into the winter months. And also make sure when you go out in crowds, you always wear a mask and practice good hand hygiene. All this will help prevent infections in the long run. And it's very important that you regularly follow up with your rheumatologist, who will periodically check you, periodically call you for follow-ups. And like this, with systemic sclerosis, you can definitely stay healthy